Hello students and Namaste everyone. I am Dhaval sir and I welcome you all to the online session of Vidyadish Vidya Sankul School. Students, in our today's topic we are going to discuss about your standard 9th literature part, poem number 4, that is the Lake Isle of Innisfree. Okay, so the poet of this poem is William Butler Yeats. Right, so first what we'll do is we'll try to understand, we'll get the introduction of this poem, okay, which goes like this. This well-known poem explores the poet's longing for the peace and tranquility of Innisfree. Okay, so this well-known poem explores the poet's longing. Longing means desire, a strong wish, okay, for the peace and tranquility. Tranquility means what? It means calm and peacefulness of Innisfree. Innisfree. So first of all, the title of the poem, that is the Lake Isle of Innisfree. So Innisfree is situated in northwest of Ireland, and isle means island. The word isle means island. Okay, so Lake Isle is a island, okay, which is situated in Innisfree, and Innisfree is situated in northwest of Ireland. Okay, so Innisfree is a place where he here means the writer, that is the writer William Butler Yeats, spent a lot of time as a boy, that means when he was a child. This poem is a lyric. Lyric means what? A poem that expresses deep personal feelings in a way that is like a song. Okay, so it is giving, when you read out the poem, you will get a kind of musical effect in the poem, therefore it is known as lyric. Okay, rhyming words and words like that are given in the poem. Okay, so basically what is the poem? The poet William Butler Yeats, he lives in the city and he does work over there. Okay, but he finds the city very crowded. Okay, he is involved in his daily routine, and the crowd of the city, the noises the industries make, the vehicles they make, right? So he is involved in the day-to-day routine like all the other people, but at a point of time he is tired with this life, that is the civilization of the city life, okay, and the chaos which is created in the civilization. That means we all know that the place, the cities where we live, there are industries, there are public, there are so many houses, so many people, and there is so much of chaos. Chaos means confusion and noise and all these things. So the poet, that is William Butler Yeats, what he wants to go to this island, that is Innisfree, which is a very peaceful and calm island. When he was a child, as a boy, he stayed over there for a period of time, and the peace and the calmness of that place attracted him so much. Okay, so as he was very tired of his city life, he wanted to spend the remaining life, that is the future life of him. Okay, so the remaining part of his life he wanted to stay at Innisfree and spend there in total calmness, all alone, okay, with the surroundings of the nature and enjoy its beauty. So that is what is given in this poem. Okay, so let us begin with the poem from the textbook, that is from this, and try to understand the poem in detail. Okay, I will arise and go now and go to Innisfree. Right, so what the poet is saying, that I will arise, that means he has made up his mind that now what he will do, he will go to Innisfree anyhow. Okay, he will leave the city place, he will leave all his work and everything, and he will go and live in the Innisfree. And a small cabin built there, okay, small cabin built there of clay and wattles made. Wattles made means, so wattles means twisted sticks for making fences or walls. So what he is writing, and a small cabin built there of clay, right? That means he will try to make a small kind of huts over there, okay, which are made up of grass and all. So What is given in the next line, that is 9 beam rows will I have there, a hive for the honeybee, and live alone in the bee loud glad. Okay, so 9 beam rows. So actually what he is trying to say, that I will prepare a small bean garden. That means he will grow beans over there, and a kind of small garden he will prepare over there, a hive for the honeybee. Okay, we know the what is the meaning of hive of honeybee. honeybee का जो छत्ता होता है, that is मधपुड़ो. Okay, a hive for the honeybee, and live alone in the bee loud glade. That means we all know that when there is honeybee around, they keep on making a constant sound. Okay, so what he is saying, that he will go to the Innisfree, he will make a small hut over there or a small house over there. Okay, and the walls will be of clay and wattles made. Okay, so and a small cabin built there of clay and wattles. That means he will try to prepare a house from that. Okay, wattles I have already told the meaning is twisted sticks for making fences. So that will be used in making the hut. Okay, and a small garden of beans will be grown over there. Fine. And what he is saying, a hive for the honeybee, and live alone in the bee loud glade. That means there will be no one to disturb him. There will be total peace and silence over there. Okay, and in that silence he will be getting continuous sound of the bees over there, which will be a kind of pleasure for him. Moving to the next paragraph, and I shall have some peace for there, and I shall have some peace there, for peace comes from dropping slow, dropping from the vales of the morning to where the cricket sings. There midnight's all a glimmer, and noon a purple glow, and evenings full of linnets wings. Okay, so through this paragraph what the poet is trying to say, that when he will be in Innisfree, okay, what will be his experience over there, how he will spend his day. So what is written, and I shall have some peace there. Okay, so that is the main reason why he is going to Innisfree. For peace comes dropping slow. What he is saying, from peace comes dropping slow, dropping from the vales of the morning. Okay, so dropping from the vales, vales here means the fog. Okay, of early morning or the mist. That means when there is a fog which goes away, we can feel the bright early morning. Okay, and where the cricket sings. So what he is saying, that when the day will be bright and sunny, he will enjoy that day, and as the day passes by, even there will be the singing of the cricket. Cricket is a kind of an insect. Okay, so which will give a kind of peaceful mindset to the poet. There midnight's all a glimmer. Okay, midnight's all a glimmer. So what he is saying, that midnight's all a glimmer. Glimmer means shine, and a noon a purple glow. So during the daytime when the sun is at full, okay, it will give a kind of purple glow. Okay, which is a kind of peaceful thing. And evenings full of the linnets wings. So as from the day will begin, and it will keep on passing, afternoon, then evening. Okay, so the description is given over here, full of linnets wings. So linnet is again a kind of insect. Okay, linnet is a kind of a bird. Okay, the meaning is given already in your textbook. It is a small brown and grey bird with a short beak. Right, so during the evening time, when the linnet will be flying over there, okay, and it will be lively. So what is written, and evening full of the linnets wings. Right, so that means he will see the linnets flying over there, and by seeing that, the liveliness of the atmosphere and the nature could be felt by the writer. Okay, I will arise and go now, for always night and day I hear the lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore, while I stand on the roadway or on the pavement's grey, I hear it in the deep heart score. So what is actually happening? This is all the imagination, what is going on in the poet's mind. That means he is still in the city, but he is imagining. That means when I'll go to Innisfree, I'll do this and that and all. Okay, so again what he is saying, I will arise and go now. That means he is actually at present in the city only. For always, night and day, I hear the lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore. That means he is trying to say that in Innisfree there is a lake next to his house, okay, and usually what happens, the water, when they keep on moving, okay, so a kind of sound is created continuously, right? So what is written? I hear the lake water lapping with low sounds by the shore. That means the lake water, when it will touch the shore, okay, when there is a strong air or the wind moving, the lake water will move and it will touch the shore, okay, and it will create a continuous sound, right? So what the poet is saying, that he is getting attracted towards that sound, okay, and he feels like that Innisfree is the place where he should go immediately. While I stand on the roadway or the grey pavements or the pavements grey, that is what he is saying, that when he is in the city, okay, and while he is on the road or on the pavements, okay, I hear it in the deep heart score. That means constantly the thought of Innisfree is going on in his mind, and he feels that immediately he should leave this crowded city and go and live in the peaceful and calmness of the Innisfree with the beautiful surrounding and the nature around it. Okay, so that's it about this poem. Okay, and so why this poem we are studying over here is because at present we also know that how much the city life they have become tough for the people, right? The continuous chaos and the tension and the run for the life, right, to earn money, to proceed or succeed in life, right? So it has become very tough for the people. There is no peace and calmness in the life of the people, right? So that is what the poet is trying to say through this poem. So when we want a kind of peace, we should try to get it from the nature. Nature is a very beautiful place from where we can get peace and calmness, right? So nature has the capacity of healing all the problems. Okay, so that is what is given in this poem, and that's it for today. The poem gets ended over here, and I will also end my lecture over here. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you everyone.